What's that word? What's that word, family? Hey, man, check it out, check it out, check it out. Ears to the streets, ears to the mother effing streets. It's your homeboy, Low from the GOAT, and I'm back with another episode of Fast and Furious Interviews. Today on the show, ladies and gentlemen, we got a very special guest. I want to bring to y'all my homeboy, Hollywood Rocc. Why don't you tell the people who you are and where you from, bro?
What's up, man? It's your boy Hollywood Rocc, man. I'm from Chicago. I'm from the
And
Hundreds.
man, we out here chilling, man. I keep my ears to the streets, so I've been hearing about your music, and I had to have you onto the show, man. So Chicago versus everybody. What does that mean, bro?
Chicago versus everybody, man. That's something I came up with because people always say Chicago versus everybody, Detroit versus everybody. I'm like, man, forget everybody. It's Chicago versus Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Because we'll be so much great and better. You know what I'm saying? If we stop going against ourselves, but a lot of times we be going against each other. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I came up with the Chicago versus Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, let's start being creating a peace, man, and get this money because it's some money out here for everybody to get.
All right, so check this out, man. 2012 rolls around, drill music is on the scene. How does that change the city of Chicago?
Man, it changed it. Man, it ain't changed Chicago. It changed the game. It changed rap. It changed like, man, you see all the other cities and all the other states start mimicking Chicago sound. So that's one thing it did. It changed Chicago, and then the light started shining on Chicago. So a lot of labels and niggas, everybody started getting deals, and man, you know what I'm saying? It was just niggas shoot videos. Man, everybody started creating a lane for theyself, and it just went from Chicago, and it just went all over the world, and it just changed the whole rap game totally.
Hey, so you from the Hunters in Chicago, correct?
Yes, yes.
Did you know the late great Zach TV?
No, I had never met Zach. Never met Zach. I heard about him. He was doing his thing, but I never met him.
All right, so living in Chicago, how rough was it for you growing up?
Man, you know what I'm saying? I had both parents. You know what I'm saying, man? It was everything was cool. Then when my pops passed away, man, that's when the game changed. Cause then it was just me and my mom. You know what I'm saying? I had brothers and sisters, but they was like out the house by the end, you know what I'm saying? So it was just me and her, and then my little brother, you know what I'm saying, Golden. Like, man, it was just, man, we just trying to make it, man. My mama want income. So then that's when I started doing the rap. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I used to always hoop all the time, man, play basketball. I always go be the one and do that, go to the league or whatever. But I started messing with the rap. And then I was like, man, I fell in love with that. And I'm like, man, I started playing with the words. And then I was like, man, this is gonna take us up out of here. And I was like, man, as long as I can do this and just have my mama smile and you know what I'm saying, and have her, you know what I'm saying, be proud of me. Then I'm like, man, I want to do this. But then my mama passed away. You know what I'm saying? So when my mama passed away, that changed the game again. Cause it's like, man, that hurt me. So I took a lot of losses, man. I took a lot of pain. One time with my buddies, man, Noodles, man, y'all, you know what I'm saying? People Chicago, man, the Hunters, they about know Noodles, man. He always on Wabash, always around on the state, the Hunters, all that. You know what I'm saying? So our Chief Noodles, man, he locked up right now. I want to say free Noodles. But you know what I'm saying? Like, man, he said it one day, man, we at my crib. And you know what I'm saying? He was like, man, I've been going to jail all my whole life. He was like, but man, it don't equal up the pain that you always done, that you've been going through. It's like, man, you lost your pops, you lost your mama, I lost one of my brothers, I lost another brother, I lost a sister. You know what I'm saying? So I took a lot, I took a lot of pain and a lot of, you know what I'm saying, people that passed away in my family. Yeah, man, sometimes, man, it'll break you down when you get inside and try to be strong for everybody, and you get inside and close them doors. Man, it's still to this day bothers me, but I'm like, man, that. So it was a good childhood and everything like that, but I started taking a lot of losses later on. But okay, I lost my pops. I was probably about, I forgot, like, I think I was 16, 16, something like that. No, it was something like that. He had cancer. So we had to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? And after that was just my mama just used to my pops being around. My pops was a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Great man. So I'm like, so then after that, then one of my other brother, he passed away next. Man, he was talking to a dude, and I think they was coming to rob him or shoot the other dude, and he the bullet either ended up hitting my brother. You know what I'm saying, in the head, and man, and he passed away. My other brother, man, he passed in his sleep. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. He just he just went to sleep, and that was Thanksgiving 1 year. So every time Thanksgiving come around, you know what I'm saying, I'm like I think about that. So that's why I said when I took my losses, I took them like at certain times of my life, like my pops. When pops died on my birthday, so every time my birthday come, you know what I'm saying, I always tell people, man, we gotta turn up. I don't like sitting around. I like keep it moving, doing something. Cause I always kept the vow to myself, like, man, whatever my birthday comes, I'm not just gonna sit around and be still, because I'm like, man, I took a loss on my birthday. I was trying to get them to try to move the funeral around to another day, but they couldn't. So I was like, man, every time my birthday come, man, I think about that. My second brother, I said, that one that got killed. You know what I'm saying? I think that was graduating, or that was I was about to. My other brother, I was in that was Thanksgiving morning, and my sister, I had just moved to Atlanta. I went in Atlanta to probably um, 2 years or something like that. And then she had got sick, man. She had the same thing that Bernie Mac had, man. Sarcoidosis, and man, my sister was awesome. Like my sister, like when I everybody came to stay with my sister. Like she looked out for everybody. Like if niggas wasn't doing too good, or they had to get back on their feet or whatever like that, then you know what I'm saying, they came to stay with my sister to help them get back on their feet. And man, she just looked out for. She had a good heart, man, and it hurt. It hurt everybody. Now that one hurt everybody because, man, she always looked out for everybody.
What is Rocc feeling, and what is Rocc thinking?
Man, it's a good question, man. I was like, man, everything is always like happening to me. So that's why I used to always say, like I got a documentary. Y'all could go check it out. I got a documentary on my life. It's on YouTube. Just type in Hollywood Rocc, and then you'll get a lot of in-depth things about me too in that. You know what I'm saying? And I was like I was saying in the documentary, like I just always felt like I had to get it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing was never gave to me. Always. That's why I be like, when sometimes people hate or they feel some type of way about, I'm like, why? I wish I had something given to me sometimes, but it's like I always have to get it out the mud. Like my man's doing some scams, or my other man's doing some fraud. I try to get it pop into play. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, you know what I'm saying? Pop into play, but like it's either the funds will stop, or this won't happen, or this won't go through. I'm like, man, it just ain't meant for me. I'm just the type of nigga that gonna have to take some pain, and I'm just gonna have to get it out the mud. That's why that's been my mentality from the beginning. Like I started learning that late. Like I think I'm just gonna have to be the one that just, it ain't no shortcuts for me. I'm just gonna have to get it. I'm just gonna have to get it on my own.